Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure showcase and review, we're going to be looking at the Legacy United Doom and Destruction Chop Shop figure. That's right, just him in this video, the rest are going to be uploaded separately, but we're still going to have time to compare him with his original Generation 1 self, see how much he's improved from the original owner of the mould, which was of course Shrapnel. We're going to bring in a few of the other deluxe insecticons as well, and a few other figures just to give you an idea of scale and size. So as I start to just move these out of the way for now, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if they'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. And before we get started properly, let's look at the beautiful box art that we've got here. So there's the two insecticons, and we've also got the Wreckers Malleus Minotaurus as well, which again will be uploaded in a separate video. So we've got on this side, there's the deluxe insecticons art, and we can see that they're quite basic, to be honest, but you've probably seen the transformation process videos I've uploaded already. Now Chop Shop was, and he still is, to be honest, an amazing figure. This is the original G1, so you can see that they've done, do you know what, they've really done him some justice there. I think it looks really good. Color scheme is pretty much bang on with the orange, etc. It's really good. This does just look like something, you know, that's had 40 plus years of improved engineering, which we'll get to see a lot more in the robot mode, to be honest. What I do like though now is we've got an abundance of accessories, because if you remember with Shrapnel, these two blasters ended up being his hind legs when in alternate mode, but obviously Chop Shop doesn't need that, so we've got an abundance of weapons and accessories. If you wanted to, you can attach these to the back. You can also attach the big one there as well. You could also, if you wanted to, again exactly the same as with Shrapnel, you can do some of the combining of the weapons, which if I can just remember how to do it myself, you can piece them together using, there we go, using the weapons to create bigger ones. So I like the fact that they've still kept that, even though you didn't really necessarily need it, because obviously it was his legs, but it's not needed now. So that's a nice touch that they've managed to leave them in. With regards to articulation, to be honest, there isn't much. You can move the, are they classed as pincers? I would think they are. If they're not, please do correct me. The underlegs, again, they don't really do much. They just fold out. And these, I suppose, no, you can't really move them. Also, quickly note that these hind legs come in a separate packaging with all these all wrapped up. So these aren't attached to him when you first open him. Right, with regards to some other figures for scale and size, I've got quite a few lying around at the moment. So there's a Generation 1 Optimus Prime cab, which might mean something to some people, it might not to others. So for people who collect relatively new figures, there is Earthrise Prime. There's a deluxe Hound. No, it's not Hound. Hound's right in front of me. That's why I said that. That's the deluxe Jurassic Park Jeep, obviously. So, to be honest, with the alternate mode, I think with these, I know, and I don't normally display many figures in alternate mode, but I think the alternate modes for these do look really good. And that's the two of them together. And as I say, nice, small, nice, compact little deluxe figures in honesty. But as I said, not really much more to show you on here, apart from the translucent plastic on the front, which is lovely. This, of course, though, is because they've used the Chop Shop mold. In the original figures, they didn't have any of these at all. So there's not much more to show you with that. We're going to come right back and you're going to have a look at him in his robot mode. Okay, then we're back in robot mode. Again, apologies, no transformation process on this video. That is to keep the main length of this video down, as not to spoil it for anybody who doesn't want to see it. So we're going to do the comparisons, of course, in a second. But first and foremost, let me show you the articulation on him. So the head you can turn around, which is great. It will look left, right, spin all the way around, but he won't look up and down. It's just fixed on that, I suppose, joint there. You can move these around a little bit if you want. You've got this much range of motion. They will actually cross over, so if you wanted to, you can move them around. The shoulders will go out to the full T, and then again they will go all the way around, as long as you don't catch onto these claws, pincers, whatever they are. I should have perhaps got my beetle knowledge up before I did this video. I don't really know, but there we go. They spin around all the way like so. You can spin this at the shoulder and at the bicep. Can you? No, just that one orange joint there. You can then bend this at the bicep, which is great. There's no movement in the wrist, and unfortunately there is a forearm gap, because that's where the fist does, as I say, end up. You can spin it around at the waist. There's a waist rotation. The legs are able to do just past the splits that way, and probably the other way, to be honest. No, this one is just, oh no, you can go past the point of the splits on both ways. There's a swivel you can see there just underneath the hip, there's a knee bend, and then there's a really good ankle tilt rock. Loads of movement there, so highly posable, really, really good. And again, just a quick reminder, these do not come attached. These are in a separate bag, so let me just show you how simple they are to attach. It's just a case of exactly that. There's your 5mm port, and there is the connector, so you can pop that in. Now if I bring in the original, again you can see what a brilliant homage they've done to the original figure. The only thing that's different, and quite a bit different, is the accessories. So in the original ones you had a blaster like this and a mini sword, to be honest, whereas these have just got this is just a redeco of Shrapnel's G1 weapon, but again it works really well. And then we've also got these here as well, which I said these doubled up as legs. For Shrapnel in robot mode, I just put them on the back of the forearms because you don't really need them there. But with the fact that you've covered up that forearm, it does make it slightly more difficult for him to have all of his weapons on him. But you can, as you can see, you can store one at the back as well. I don't know what that really makes him look like, but this is just to show you that if you wanted to, you can store them all on. I know that some people like to, and to be honest, it does make it easier than having to have a huge box of accessories and then have to root through them to and from all the time. So there you go. The interesting thing is as well, if you remember, they were quite similar in length in alternate mode, but in robot, he's quite a bit taller. So if we look at him compared to the original mold owner, it's quite obvious as soon as you see this. But again, just very, very clever. And obviously a lot of thought must have gone into this, because with the original Insecticons, they didn't share the same molds at all because they were made by completely different companies, in all honesty. So again, let's have a quick look at how many differences there are. The legs and the shins look exactly the same, apart from the colours, obviously. The arms look exactly the same, apart from the fact we've got different accessories on the back, the same as the back or the little legs which are underneath it. It just looks to be different paint decos until, of course, you get up to the top where you've just got the head sculpt and the two bits at the front. So that's the only differences, really, guys, in between the molds. So very, very clever use of this particular mold, and of course you'll see that again with Barrage in his video as well. Right, let's just move that out of the way. Here is another one of the deluxe Insecticons. I can't wait to get Venom as well to complete the quadruplets or the quadrilogy, however you want to refer to it. They're starting to look really good, and again I like the fact that they've been clever enough to use original molds. So there is G1 or Missing Link Optimus Prime. There is Earthrise or Netflix version, whichever you want to call him, it's both the same. This is the new I was going to call him Bulkhead, but of course he's not. It is the Prime Universe Breakdown using the Bulkhead mold. So there's a couple of Voyager class figures to give you an idea of size with him. So with regards to deluxe, oh, I've just dropped him now. I've got to repiece him back together. I'll bring him in quickly just because he was there, and yeah, I did just drop him. So we've got a crankcase, we've got gears, just a whole mishmash of different figures that are just about. That is a new age figure, if you're wondering what that is, just to give you an idea of size and scale. That is, of course, our core class. Oh, there's another deluxe figure here. There is Windsweeper using the needle nose mold. But to be honest, guys, not really much more to say about him. He's great. I love the fact that we've got finally deluxe Insecticons, and you know, the new ones as well. Sorry, they were called deluxe Insecticons in generation 1. It's great to actually have the deluxe Insecticons as well as the original Insecticons in a deluxe size. So there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think it's great. Again, for the reasons I've just said, it's really good to finally have these guys in proper deluxe size figures. Okay, keep your eyes out for Barrage and then a whole group video as well. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Take care.